Hey you guys, welcome back to another P Valley review, season 1, episode 5, Belly, where the devil lurks among us. It starts off that we're in the pink and Mississippi is still filling in for Mercedes because she's still locked up. And somebody in the club says that she might be better than Mercedes. And drunk Lauren is like, that's blasphemy. Blasphemy, you say. Don't say that. There you have Lauren drinking all her pain away because she got divorced from her husband. And she is throwing the majority of her divorce settlement money onto the strippers. And girl is just getting tore up right about now. There you have it, Mississippi dancing for Lauren. And here comes crazy Lauren breaking down crying. Saying, you smell like a baby. I'm like, oh my God, lady, get it together. What in the hell is going on? Who does that? You just break down crying in a strip club? OMG. I just cannot with that. And Mississippi tried to console her, giving her some southern good advice. And I thought that was very nice of Mississippi. And here come home, girl. You hear a big thump on the floor. My girl just fell asleep in the damn club. I just couldn't believe it. I like, girl, you don't do that. What? You don't fall asleep, and then she has stacks of money unattended. No. I like homegirl. Yeah, that's a no. Uncle Clifford gets up, and he is standing over, looking at his boo, Lil Murda, probably thinking to himself, could this possibly be real? Could he possibly found true love? And he looks in the mirror as he looks at his body, and he probably thinking to himself, how could someone love me? And when he puts on his wig and his vow, he hears the howling of a drunken woman. I couldn't believe it. The people left her in the dead club. They said, I ain't got time for this. I am not dealing with this. I know, they're like, you do not pay me enough to deal with a drunken woman. I know that's right. But they took her stacks, though. They took the stacks. But she don't know that. And Uncle Clifford wakes her up while she's still singing Lil Murda song. It kicks her out the club, and when Clifford kicks her out the club, he sees the crew standing there looking at her like, dude, what are you gonna do about this? Not knowing what's going on, and he thinks Mercedes is dead. He's like, Mercedes dead, Mercedes dead, Mercedes dead. And then he turns around and see a pink slip on the door. He got 14 days to vacate. And then he falls out like he's a dancing majorette. I couldn't believe it. I said, it was funny. That scene was funny to me. It looks like Haley Blessing has come to an end because she is at the money center trying to get her money transferred. And the lady is not having it. She won't allow her to get any more transfers because the rules have changed. And as Hallie is talking to the lady, Mercedes done hit the news. Pastor attacked by stripper. I said, OMG. I just cannot with that. And as Hallie is talking to the lady, Both of them become close to death because Lauren, the drunken lady from the club, almost ran into the center. And as well, putting the cops on a high-speed chase. I said, this lady is crazy, yo. Not a high-speed chase. I cannot. And, it comes to find out, Haley, is fussing with the lady. How you expect to get on your feet in 2 months? And I said within a month, Haley racked up $83,000 within a month span. That should be more than enough to get you back on your feet. What? I'm like, is this even a real thing? Because I don't know nothing about this. And where can I sign up for this unlimited transfer? I can get $83,000 in a month. How can I sign up? How can I sign up for this unlimited transfer? That's where the ball is at. The ball is in that. How can I sign up for this program? Child, where we do that at? Where you can get $83,000 in a month? Child, I don't know. I've been poor all my life, so I don't know. Oh my God. Mercedes is getting booked. She getting her fingerprinted and getting her mugshot. And they bring Lauren in. And she continued to sing Lil Murda song. And Mercedes hear her singing the song. And she like, who sing that song? And she finds out Lil Murda got a song out. You see what happens when you spend a weekend in jail? You miss a whole lot. And as she get her mugshot taken, she found out it's Jesse who's taking her mugshot and want to know when can he get his wallet back. How you a cop and can't get your wallet back? Where we do that at? Oh, I cannot. I just cannot. Jesse throw Mercedes into the belly of the cage. And here goes round 2. Mercedes versus Patrice Woodbine. Jesse breaks it up and he says, you behave, you hear? And he want the inmates to make sure they don't continue no more rucking. And he said, if I hear any more from y'all, I'm going to stack up your charges. I'll be damned you do. You ain't going to do no thing like that. Nah, I ain't going for no stacking up no damn charges now. Y'all crazy now. Y'all wildin'. That's crazy. Stacking up charges is crazy. So, the ladies behave. And one of the inmates, how do you attack your own mama? And Patrice Woodbine gets pity from this woman. So, the belly of the cage is really hell. So, it's basically, welcome to hell, Mercedes. I'm just saying, that's what it feels like. As Devil himself comes into the police station, Montavious Hill. My. We see the devil in the flesh. And he comes to this police station and says he's missing one of his loved ones and want to put a report out. Where you see this one double tear falling from his eye. I'm shocked you didn't see flames coming from his eye. And the sheriff was like, well, you a long way from Austin. What the hell you doing down here? But he said he will help him, and he just sent a picture so he could put a picture out. And then you have the blessing of Mercedes that walks in is, which is Uncle Clifford, and he bumps into Montavious Hill. And Clifford is down there to talk to the sheriff about the pink slip. Yeah. Clifford was going in on the sheriff. I'm telling you. He like, I have been more than a contribution to this town. Okay? And then finds out that Mercedes is in the hole. And he like, that girl is a daughter that I could never have. And the sheriff makes sure he sees Mercedes. And I said this was Mercedes' blessing. Because she wanted a phone call and couldn't get it. And God sent her a person. Can beat that. You heard? And he goes sees Mercedes down in the belly of the cave where you hear all this noise. And it does sound like hell. All that noise that those people were making sound like hell. It sound like people who trying to get out. And for those who don't believe heaven and hell is real, trust me, it's real. But I'm going to keep going about the story. At the end of the day, Mercedes pleads to him to get her out of there. And he is going back and forth with Patrice Woodbine. And Woodbine is calling Clifford a pimp. And Mercedes like, ain't nobody a pimp but you. Uncle Clifford did more for Mercedes than her own mama did. And her mama want her to forgive her. And I said Mercedes is nice because Uncle Clifford was going to use his money to get him out the hole for her bail. And she told him to keep that. You need that. So Uncle Clifford is going to see what he can do to get her out. So when Uncle Clifford leaves, Jesse comes and said the phone is back and working because it wasn't working. So Mercedes get her phone call and she calls Gidget. And she's telling her that she's in jail and Gidget is feeling salty. She like, don't you got paper stacked? What the hell you calling me for, cuz? At the end of the day, she like, I ain't got no more money because my mama took all of it and then took my spot too. And this gave Gidget a soft spot in her heart. And Gidget's like, I see what I can do. But her mama is like, will you hurry up with that smoothie? And I think Gidget mama is giving her stuff so her mama won't get on her nerve too much. I guess Gidget mama is like driving her insane. And when Mercedes' phone call ended, I'm thinking like Jesse was going to harm Mercedes, but he didn't. He actually blessed her and gave her jacket. She was barely naked in the cell with the floats on. How you want to spend your weekend in jail with that kind of outfit on. So I really thought that was very nice of Jesse to do that. And I thought this is where I see Mercedes is blessed. God is looking over Mercedes and watching over her because good things is just happening to her. One is she got to see Uncle Clifford. Two, she got to cover her bottom. And three, I will tell you in the rest of the story. Mercedes is in the belly of the cage with her mama. And she's saying, you don't understand what you have done. This could have been a chance to get my daughter back if I could have proved that I had a stable job to get Tarika back. And her mama said, Tarika is better off with the where she at. Ain't no judge is gonna grant her no custody, take her out of a good home and put her in a bad neighborhood. I don't care what nobody say about your parenting. If you want to be in your child life, fight for your child. If you're not in your child life, you don't know what the judge might do. It's always good to rekindle a relationship with your kid. Don't never let nobody tell you you can never be a good parent to your child. You can always redeem yourself, period. Fight for your kid. Uncle Clifford texts the girls to meet them at the Bell's men office to bail Mercedes out. All the girls shows up, and then here comes Helly walking in the door. They're like, what's she here for? And the girls tried to get Mercedes out with the two gay, but can't because the bailman upped the payment, and they didn't have it. And I believe the bellman was lying about it. The bellman was just being rude. He was just saying you could pay with money or you could pay with your JJ. And the girls was not having it. They was knocking stuff off his desk and stuff. That bellman was so rude. At the end of the day, he would have been missing hands. I don't care who he was. You want to get respect, you have to give respect. Period. I don't care what title you hold. You would have been missing hands. And the girls leave. And Gidget asked Hallie, what would you do if somebody took all your money? She said, kill him. We ain't doing that, good. No killing over here. We just rebuild our money, cuz. Know what I'm saying? We ain't going to jail for life for no money, cuz. We rebuild, B. At the end of the day, Hallie is thinking about doing money wire transfers in her real name, so she can get that money and decides not to do it. So Mercedes into the belly of the cage, where her mama is stirring up the inmates, and she is getting them on her side to be supportive for her, saying that you don't know what I had to do. If you think you had it hard, so she wouldn't have to do it. The mama said she had to get on her knees to do some things to provide for her daughter. And she starts going into preacher mode and saying, forgiveness, what are you in here for? And the lady you don't be asking people what they in here for. People don't be telling your charges. You crazy. So they start telling their charges. I said, Patrice even had me fooled. That's how good of a deceiver Patrice is. Because she almost had me for a second. And I said, this is the third blessing for Mercedes. Because she got down to her mama and said, you dead to me. And when she said that, that's when Jesse revealed that she had made bail. And I said, look at God. You see what happens when you don't kneel into temptation? God always has better for you at the other end. And this reminds me of Satan trying to tempt Jesus on the mountain. When he said, throw yourself down and prove to the world who you are. And Jesus was like, get thee behind me, Satan, because we do not live on bread alone, but the word. And this right here remind me of that. And when Mercedes get out, she looking for Gidget, but Gidget is not there. It's Hallie. Hallie actually bailed her out. And you see Mercedes break down and cry. This is where you see her vulnerability. A strong woman who normally keep it tight breaks down because she's in pain. She don't have nothing now. And she asks her where to, and she says anywhere but here. And you see that Uncle Clifford pulls up on the mayor and he chops it up with him. And he like, look at here right now. Don't let me go tell the black business how you giving them less than the white people to buy their business out. And he shows him the appraisal sheet. And the mayor is like, you like a tumor that I need to cut out. The mayor really don't like Uncle Clifford. Uncle Clifford is saying, Uncle Clifford is sending a message. He gonna make some noise so he won't lose the pink, okay? The mayor is having a conversation with Andre, and he think he messing with Uncle Clifford for him to order got that paper. But Andre don't be honest how Uncle Clifford got all this information. And he like, yo, you better seal this deal before I have to do it. And Andre is left in distress because he don't know what to do. Lil Murda is going crazy and he is blowing up. Big L and Uncle Clifford is in the back. They going over the books and Big L tell him the books is a mess. And then Big L want to know why Lil Murda know how to get back here. He tell him to get on a break. Uncle Murda tell Big L to take a break. He like, I haven't taken a break since the 90s. Wow, that's crazy. So when he leaves, Lil Murda lock the door. And what they do? He like, how could it be between me and you, shoulder? At the end of the day, I'm trying to see you. Let me take you out and stuff like that. And Uncle Clifford is shutting that thing down. He like, how we gonna do this the last time? What happened to these people? They wound up in the water. The other went missing. Know what I'm saying? And they start kissing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi is blowing up. She getting her glow up on. She getting viral right now. And Keyshawn is in the back smelling herself with her success going viral and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And one of the ladies said something smart. She like, nah, I'm just happy for you, girl. And then it comes back that Keyshawn baby daddy is outside, Derry. And he dropping off the kid. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So Keyshawn go out there to chop it up with him. He like, I don't want you to work no more and stuff like that because I'm back at the shop and stuff like that. She like, well, this pay the bills. And he like, I see you blowing up and stuff like that. And he like, I watch you on that. And Keyshawn paying her no mind and everything, you know what I'm saying? So she takes the baby and goes to the back. And he leaves. And Keyshawn baby daddy is not black. Keyshawn baby daddy is not black. You heard? Hallie brings Mercedes back to her house and actually have given her a cup of Kool-Aid. And she like, this is protein sugar. And they chop it up and Hallie shows her vulnerability and tells her that she lost her child and also that she stopped doing alcohol thanks to Mercedes. And she offered her 10 stacks. And she said she don't have to pay it back. But she want her to do something for her. So you see Hallie and Mercedes in the laundromat at the computer. And they mix up a fake name off of the restaurant Crystals. And Hallie sound like me. You ate crystals? That's something I would say. Yeah, I swear. And she like, nah, you been in town, haven't been to Crystals? Yep. So the fake name is Crystals as Flowers under the underwear that you wear. And I hope Mercedes don't get caught up into this because she's actually really the legit one out of all these people. So I hope she do this like a couple of times and don't do it no more. Because you going to get caught up, girl. Don't do it no more. After 3 times, no more. That's it. 3 times, no more. You heard? I was like, Hallie didn't bail Mercedes out because she wanted to. She actually bailed Mercedes out for her own gain. Then you see the devil himself monitoring his own account. And you see him eating none other than crystals. My. I said the devil got the same taste as everybody else. Crystals must be really bobbing. So if you watch this, like it. If you hate it, comment down below what you hate about the video. And I'm gonna end this in the theme song. You heard? We make falling on the sky look easy. Look at my ladies, gangster walking on the ceiling, green on the floor. Money talk, can you hear me? The world is addicted, but dreams expensive. Keep spending, work hard for the top. Can't fall now, but whatever goes up must fall down. Sometimes the person you take a bullet for is standing behind the trigger. Pop Smoke / Gunna. I gotta be paranoid, gripping that FN, you know the streets that wall, leading to one thing, and make sure you lock that door. Hate that I'm locked in, you gotta watch your door. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.